When I came to university, I was incredibly shy. I didn't like public speaking. I didn't like talking to people. And now I actually have sort of spun that around. I think it's one of my strengths. I love talking to people, and I'm making a job out of it.
Just being able to walk into a room and strike up a conversation with someone out of nowhere is definitely a skill that you learn very quickly at university, particularly when you just, as I say, thrown into a co-living environment with complete strangers. You have to get on and function.
A lot of employers ask for your ability to work within a team or communicate effectively, and I think we really developed those through the group projects we did. And I always find myself coming back to those in job applications, like the projects that we did and how it helped me develop my ability to work with others and communicate effectively.
Not everybody's favourite thing, group work, but I think when you do speak to people, once they then get into work, you have to speak with people, you have to work in a team, whether you sort of like it or not. So when you're forced in these scenarios at university, they are incredibly helpful, and they help you to learn how to adapt to working with different groups of people.
They made us do presentations with strangers. Well, not strangers, they were on the course, but they just put us in groups and said, go and do some research and tell us about it. So that was really a very good transferable skill of just being able to communicate and present.
Get up and do presentations, even as much as I'm not a fan of presentations. Sometimes I get really nervous, but the more you get out there, it's just a lot better, easier, and you do presentations in your day-to-day work with clients.
Talking to large groups under pressure has been really valuable to me. I've kind of I learned to do it and enjoy it at uni.
The first presentation I think I ever gave was probably stood in sort of the Department of Electronics talking about one of my projects or one of my team projects. So having the ability to have the confidence to speak in front of other people and talk them through a presentation, tell them a story, the genesis of that was all at university, and it carries me through my day-to-day life today.
Having part-time jobs alongside my degree also really helped me to sort of gain this experience of learning how to manage my time, learning how to prioritise my time as well, sort of when things get difficult, when you have assignments, but also you've got to go to work, and sort of balancing your time in that way also really helps now in my current day-to-day life.
Balancing time between the different modules that we did, I think that was really good, because I've always struggled with that, and I still struggle with that, but it helped me develop my ability to manage my time wisely, split my focus between different things.
The couple of things that really help me are technical writing. So I write a lot of technical documents now. If you're working in a diverse company, lots of different backgrounds, lots of different skill sets, you have to be able to write very well and very clearly. And particularly doing large projects and dissertations and things like that at university, it helps you to sort of summarise quite technical information clearly in a way that any layman or layperson reader can understand.
York's really good at encouraging people to learn how to think instead of just learn how to pass exams. One of the most important transferable skills you can have is that ability to take in information and consider its utility and how you might apply it in your life in different ways. And like I said, I think York is really good at creating considerate thinkers.
University, across probably the vast majority of courses, teaches you to not just absorb information and reproduce it. It teaches you how to think and question things.
I always think back to what one of our professors said in the first year. Remember, with any psychology piece of research, you can never prove anything or know anything for sure. There's always some sort of gray in that study. There's always a possibility that it could be wrong, and you have to keep an open mind and think critically about it. And I do my best to have that all the time in what I do, with my clients, but also with myself.
One of the most important transferable skills I learned from York was the importance of community and building relationships that are meaningful, and the positive impact that can have on your life and your work. And I think we carry that with us as well. Just because you've left York or you're not a student there doesn't mean that you cease to be part of the community. You still are part of the community, just in a slightly different way.